It works. I started the project with the lights, as you saw earlier, by connecting that side of the boat first. Now I'm doing this side. So come and join me on my adventure. So I couldn't say them. There is that one. I need to find the other connector first. The other connector. Just a moment. I will get it. I have these shrink tube butt connectors kind of deal. So the plan of attack is to connect this to this. At the moment this is connected to the other one of these LED lights, and my plan is to connect those two, then measure this cable to full length and make a connection on that small dimmer part of my boat. Let's soldier on. I always twist the end of the wire, and so the strands won't get all loosey. And now it is time to say goodbye. No, it is not the time to say goodbye. I should strip this a little bit more to be sure that those wires inside the connector are touching, and make sure that I connect the right wire to the polarity. Like so. And one of the wires is done. I will do the other one with Mach 4 kind of speed. Now that you have seen me fail twice, since the ground wire broke loose, I have learned my lesson, and I will give it some heat at this point, so it will shrink and hold the wire in place. And what experience so far has taught me is that always apply heat from multiple directions, otherwise it will go south and not the good way. And do not hold the flame in one place too long, because it will be not so good. Now we let it cool and continue on the other wire. This one is solid. I wonder. Yeah. Do you know I'm an ass, since I forgot to crimp the other end of this connector. Oh, epic fail. I don't know if you guys can see, but I don't have any good places to insert, add or have the camera. Yeah, that shit is done. Now it's time to screw this in place. I'll position you a little bit better and get my stuff ready and come back. This is the location that I have chosen for the light bar. It will go here. And when I found my screws that I just had it at my hand, I will let you guys know that. But yeah, I think I'll install it here, a little bit out from the center of the boat, since, well, if you need to grab something, you don't touch the light. A rusty tool. A little bit higher would be nice. There. Like so. And I need to make it somewhat level. This isn't crucial since it's only some lights. Well, that is in place. Now all I need to do is sort out this fire. Not sort, but yeah. And I will get back to you soon. So welcome back. Now I have these wires. I need to strip them and just splice them over there. Not splice, but you know what I mean, connect. Like so. Focus. Like so. Now I need to connect the red wires to one another and black wires to one another. It's time to connect the black wires together. And I even had a right kind of connector, but I lost it. Man, I'm good at this. There is one tiny. And I know someone will cringe to see me use red in ground, but I don't care. If somebody gets pissed off by that, that's not my problem. Yeah. Now all it needs is, if I can find, I should have some shrink tubing aboard. So I will get those on and then I will bring you back. Sorry for the shaky filming, but now that you can see, there is some shrink tubing also in here. And this may look like a mess to you, but the main thing is that the power from the battery comes in here. Then it is split into these two sugar cube type of connectors. There is two positives, two negatives. One negative goes in here and leaves to out there, and then the positive goes straight into this on switch. And yeah, well, the basic point is that I have dimming option, and so, but let's test it. The moment of truth. Woo! Woohoo! Don't mind that, I need to glue that back on, but anyway. Now I have some light in my front cabin, and why this is not dimming? Why is this not dimming? Well, I don't care. But anyway, it's all set now. I can switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. And the other way around. Next part of the video will make some people cringe. But somewhere over there is my marine VHF, and somewhere around here is the cable. And how I'm going to fix this is going to make some sad faces, but I have this UHF connector. First, there is some glass fiber stuff from the summer still left in the bilge, but yeah, I will show you, and you will hate me for this. At least those people that are watching. That includes you, Jari. So I got a little bit off. Then I need to disassemble this connector by twisting it, throwing it that way. Then some shrink tube always use the shrink tube when possible. And yes, I'm going to make it go over this soon. But yeah, there are plenty of good videos how to connect these. I usually just measure something like this and then peel out. I don't know if you guys can see. This is the hot, this is the neutral. I will peel something off. And trust me, I will look for the connector soon. And no, I am not going to solder it because I don't have shore power here in my dock. I just removed the outer protection. This is the important part. You should never break this off, just fold it back. Fold it back like this. I don't know if the camera focuses. And then you have to strip that one out. And this is the part that I hate the most. Since it never goes well for me. But now it did for some reason. And always twist the wires. At least I do. Well, look at that. I didn't even need to find it out. But there is in this connector that I use has small threads inside. I don't know if you can see. But then I'll just make sure that it goes in and twist it in place. Now, since I don't have my solder stuff with me here, I just bend the end of the hot lead and make sure that it connects to this. Then it's time for the heat shrink. And of course the heat shrink doesn't want to play with me, so I'll just need to ignore it. But now basically this is how you make an UHF connection for the radio. Now comes the part when I told you that this will make some people cringe. I have 2 meter extension cable with these kind of connectors, and the reason why I told you guys that this will make some people cringe is that the decibel losses in these are awful. But I don't give a damn. Of course, there is no electrician tape on board my boat, so I will just use some orange PVC tape that I usually use for water line when I'm painting the bottom of the boat. And yes, this is not pretty, since this is not one of those fancy ass electrician tapes, but I always tape this fully closed since I don't want to get any moisture in it. And if I had electrician's tape, it would be so much professional looking kind of deal, but it ain't. Yeah. And then just press it so it will stick to everything. And yeah, this is it. Now I have the connector and I will connect it to radio. Just a moment. Yeah, let's continue. So I have the cable here. This is my radio and now I need to connect it. And technically now I should have working radio. And it's time for test QSO. But first I need to end this video right here, since I don't want to spread my MMSI numbers or anything like that. But thanks for watching, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, like, whatever, don't like, and so on. Take care of yourself and have a nice day.